Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into HomeStreet's latest report. It seems like everything is smooth sailing, but is it really? We will see if there are some unexpected bumps under the surface of this annual meeting report. Before we get started, if you find value in getting clear insights from corporate filings, make sure to subscribe. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join us. This report is all about the results of HomeStreet's annual shareholder meeting. Basically, it's a recap of what the shareholders voted on and how those votes turned out. Think of it as a corporate election report card. The first big item was electing the board of directors. Shareholders voted to keep the 8 directors who were nominated. This means they trust these people to guide the company. Let's quickly look at the results. Okay, so for Mark Mason, we see over 12 million votes for, about 264,000 against, and some abstaining, plus a little over 2 million broken non-votes. Broken non-votes happen when brokers holding shares for clients don't get instructions on how to vote, so they don't vote at all. This pattern is pretty consistent across all 8 directors. Big support, a little opposition, some abstentions, and those broken non-votes. Next up, shareholders got to weigh in on the compensation for the top executives. This is what they call a say-on-pay vote. It's advisory, which means the board doesn't have to change anything based on the vote, but it's a good way to see how shareholders feel about how the big bosses are being paid. The vote passed, but let's look at the numbers. We see over 12 million votes for and 680,000 against. That's a slightly larger chunk of against votes compared to the director elections. It suggests some shareholders aren't completely thrilled with the executive pay packages. Still, the proposal passed, so for now the compensation stays as is. Lastly, shareholders voted to approve the company's choice of Crowe L as their independent accounting firm for the current year. This is important because it's about making sure the company's books are being checked by someone trustworthy and independent. Looks like this passed pretty easily. Over 15 million votes for, only 30,000 against, and some abstaining. This usually passes without much fuss because investors want to make sure the company has reliable financial reporting. Now, what do we make of all this? Well, the director elections passing smoothly suggests investors are generally happy with the current leadership. But the somewhat larger against vote on executive pay could be a warning sign. It could mean shareholders think the executives are being overpaid relative to the company's performance, or it could reflect broader concerns about corporate governance. Looking at HomeStreet more broadly, we need to remember that they are in the financial industry, which can be affected by interest rates and the overall economy. If interest rates rise, that could affect their lending business. If the economy slows down, people might borrow less or have trouble paying back their loans. One risk for HomeStreet, like any financial institution, is managing risk. They need to make sure they are not lending too much money to people or businesses that might not be able to pay it back. They also need to be careful about managing their own finances. So overall, what's the takeaway? HomeStreet seems to be on a steady course, but there are some things to keep an eye on. The executive pay vote suggests some shareholders are not completely happy, and the company faces the same economic and financial risks as any other bank. It's all about balancing growth with careful risk management. Alright, that's our breakdown of HomeStreet's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.